All right. They should be able to hear you now. Say something.
Hello. What's a delay in the feed?
There you go. All right.
Why don't look like I'm using?
They can hear you. All right, we got 2 people in here.
Hi, 2 people.
Now let's watch. Let's watch. All right, see it lining up?
Yeah.
We got Lorraine, Evelina, what's up? Tennessee Whiskey, what's happening? Melissa S, what's going on? Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Y'all know the rules. Hit that like button coming in. Michelle Redmond, what's going on? The ones with the blue things, those are members, channel members. They've been with for a long time.
Hey, damn, it's up to 24.
Diane Cat, what's going on? Hello from Mississippi. Mississippi, stand up. Beat Renee. Essie Tyndall, hi baby, how you doing?
That's a delay in this one.
Yeah, it's gonna always be like that. Remember, you on camera, they can see you and hear you. So don't
it is what it is.
Yeah, I had company tonight. I'm glad we got a lot of ladies in here. Diane Cat, what's going on? Baby girl, what's happening? Who else we got? And we got a lot of people in here. Man, they fill up. Hey, listen,
what y'all doing up late?
You guys know the rules. Hit that thumbs up button. I got a very special live. It's an emergency live. It's gonna have a lot of useful information in it. You guys are gonna enjoy this, especially you ladies. So I want you to stick around and just get the gist of this. This is a story that you guys don't want to miss. This young love lady, this lovely young lady right here contacted me when I was in North Carolina. Her name is Sarita Womack, and she has a very serious topic she wants to talk about, and she has a story to tell from a victim standpoint and how she refused to let this situation defeat her. And I want to talk a little bit about it. We're going at around the 4-minute mark. We're going to jump in and we're going to let her take over. I'm going to just sit here and laugh, and we're going to have fun tonight. But she has some stuff you guys really would like to hear. So do me a favor, we got 63 people in here. Let's get these likes up to, let's try to get them to match the people. A lot of you guys are new because I don't do these lives that late, but do us a favor, man. Help spread this. We're going to have some useful information that you guys are going to want and need. This is a live stream. We're going to try to keep the language down to a minimum, but this is something that if you got older children that are sexually active, you might want them to hear, because this woman has a hell of a story. And she has a hell of a bunch of knowledge that she could tell younger people. She just wants to tell her story. She contacted me. It's late over here in Houston, and this is worth it. So, guys, I mean,
Arena coming.
We got about.
Thank you, Sahula. I'm sorry, I butchered that. Suela. Thank you.
So, you guys want to hear it? I mean, this came spare the moment. We've been working on this.
Thank you, Mrs. Austin.
And I just want you to hear what she has to say. We got about 1 more minute and we'll get it started. We got 68 people in here. Let's get 60 likes to get this thing going. All right, we got 41. Let's get up to 60 and we'll start it early. 42. Remember, guys, if I got moderators in here, make sure you get these guys to hit that like button, because I mean, this is a live that's gonna be off the hook. I got high energy, y'all know.
Nikki, I did my own makeup.
From you can see.
I got cute for y'all. It wasn't for Steve.
Okay. You should have gave me some of this shit on my face, but you ain't shit. Listen.
All this is for y'all.
Goddamn, who the star? Me or you? Like, you got the microphone. They can hear you. They can't hear me. Now check it out. Listen. We got 50 people in here. Let's get 10 more thumbs up and get this thing going. We got 30 seconds. Let's spread this word. When y'all hit that thumbs up button, all it does is let other people know that subscribe to the channel that we're out here. Spread the word. Each one teach one.
Somebody said I look like Lauren Hill.
Don't look like no boring damn Hill.
No.
Like Benny Hill, not Lord. I ain't gonna play that. Come on.
I'm not violent.
You got the juggernaut trait. Did you steal biscuits? I'm only playing. Don't be okay. People know me out there. Just don't. Can I drink now?
You know what? You know what's back there.
Can I at least do that? I know what back where. What's back where? The bubble? Shit.
75 in the chat and 41 likes.
Okay, we're ready to go. All right. Guys, yes. This young lady here is, how you say it? How you say it?
Really?
So, I said, go ahead, say your name.
My name is Sarita Anderson Womack. It's hyphenated.
Okay, see, I wouldn't have remembered that. I'm old. Now, Miss Womack contacted me because she was a part of a story that made national headlines. She contacted me and you said this situation with this guy started in what year?
Well, I started dating him in 2013.
Okay.
Some of y'all, if y'all like the ID channel.
Wait. Slow down. Wait a minute. Did you just roll your eyes on my shit? Let me stop. When she contacted me, the story was old. I don't do a lot of older stories where it's closure already. So I was hesitant. When she showed me the picture of the guy, I was like, I remember that story. And that story still has a lot of victims out there that haven't came forward. So I decided to do this for her. We spoke earlier. The chemistry was good. She has a lot of useful information. She'd be a perfect candidate for being on the show. And Church, you're going to have a ball tonight.
Look, I just saw your story last week on the ID channel.
Oh, you saw it?
They run it. They rerun it every week.
TV.
And it's based on
Like, go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna stand here.
it aired in
No, start from the beginning. Tell.
Hold on, I'm talking about I'm addressing this particular lady, Maria Amor. It runs weekly, so they run their episodes, their reruns based on the ratings they get from the particular story. Now on Sundays when the new episodes air, they do a marathon, but my story runs at least once a week because of the ratings. Because people act like it's unheard of, but it's not. It's really common and people don't talk about it enough, especially in the Black community, because we're getting affected the most. So that's why I contacted Steve, because I need somebody like with boots on the ground, like national news. So that's all well and good, but I just took a liking to his channel. I like his objectivity and the way he thinks. So he's the only YouTuber I have told, okay, giving facts to. It's been a lot of other YouTubers that ran it, ain't asked me nothing, got facts wrong, and all kind of stuff. So you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. You gonna hear what ID ain't show you, Miss Maria Amor. They kept it PG.
Okay, well, as long as you don't keep it X in here, we
ain't gonna do rated
story. Start from the beginning and then tell them what you are on here for and what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Well, in 2014, I tested positive for HIV from a guy I was dating. We was dating for 2 years. And a lot of people think about the physical effects of HIV. Nobody ever talks about the mental toll it takes. I had a nervous breakdown to the point I couldn't take care of my 2 kids. Like I had to send them to live with their family. That was more devastating than my diagnosis because I'm a hands-on mother. I was going to band practice, football practice. My daughter was in karate. We had a full schedule. So for me not be able to just drag myself out of bed, like it was terrible. And so, I started, I was working at Memorial Hermann, and it's not contract security. It's a hospital that's here in Houston. It's not contract security. It's their in-house security. So everybody has to be weapons trained, defensive tactics, CPR, what else? You have to be certified to be a hospital security officer. We had bulletproof vests and everything. So I get to this hospital in November of 2012, and they have multiple campuses. So I was at the Southwest campus, which is an off campus from the main one in our medical center. So I'm there. He comes in March. He transferred from another campus. And so everybody that comes there has to work, and no matter what shift you go to, you got to work a week on each shift. I was on second shift, so he had me for his week on second shift.
So he was a security guard as well?
Yes.
Okay, that's how you met him. Y'all was security.
That's how we met. So I'm showing him around, training him that week or whatever, what have you. We leave from a building. I can't find my phone. I say, hey, can you call my phone? It was under the seat. So I get it from under the seat. Well, this is significant because when we got off that night, he text messaged me and was like, hey, I think you're gorgeous. I like your lips, blah, blah, blah. I was like, sir, I didn't give you my number for that. And I don't think these are compliments. You borderline being disrespectful. I ain't gonna go to human resources or nothing, but don't contact me again, sir. So that was that. And he was all remorseful and everything. Yeah, okay. So that was March. July, I went to third shift. So now we on the same shift. So back when he sent that message, I was involved with somebody anyway. This next dude, Ninja, started stalking me, and he would come up to the hospital. Him and the dude got into it one day, and so he put on his cape and decided he wouldn't jump. I said, "Y'all, I ain't need that, but thank you." Steve, where's your charger? I am burning up.
I know, because you're talking a lot. Listen,
I'm trying to go fast because you told me my time limit.
I didn't give you. See, you blowing me up on live. Listen, you met the guy, and then y'all fell in love or some stuff.
We did. That ain't how it happened.
Okay, so
he was the new guy on the shit. All the nurses was like, "Oh my God, have you seen the new guy?" I said, "I've seen him. What you want me to do about it?" "Oh my God, he's gorgeous." Now I used to be a CO, so I done learned to turn that stuff off in my mind. I can see a nice looking man and acknowledge that he's nice looking and keep on about my merry way. So I wasn't impressed by his muscles in his face in his car.
Oh, he was diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, he had it going on.
Yeah, I was like,
break it down. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't impressed. Money don't impress me.
Okay, well, how did he win your heart and your trust to get caught up in this man?
So we used to talk and stuff, and I like that. I found somebody to match my smarts because I could talk about anything, and he was very smart. And so I went to Texas Southern University, majored in psychology. He was enrolling to major into pharmacy, so I was helping him out with that and stuff to get more money and stuff. So we kind of started talking about that. We used to talk about everything because he could talk about everything. So the fact that he matched my smarts and stuff, that was kind of cool or whatever. I mean, he had a good sense of humor. But that ain't really what did it. Like his car had some rare part in his car broke, and he had to wait for them to ship it from like overseas. So where he lived at was like 5 minutes from my son's school, because my son went to school by my mom's house. You know, I live in an urban area, and you know the educational systems in the urban areas. I ain't talking about the ghetto or the projects. I'm just talking about an urban area. Okay, so. You know they get fucked. So she lived more in the multicultural area, so it was a complete 180. So he went to school over there. So I was like, cool. My son stayed at home because I worked overnight. So I said, let me go get my son and I'll take you home. So he started riding with me and my son every morning. You about to burn me up in here. What is it? Okay, here we go. So
hold on, let me say something real fast. You met him, everything good went forward, and then you was with your son and all of this, because I want to pick up this part and then really get to the meat of it. You know, I'm not trying to rush you, but I mean, you know, we have people trying to go to bed and they want to see a little bit of it. So I mean, okay. I'm gonna run out of here and get you a towel or something. Get you war paint.
No, I don't need no towel.
I'm just saying, if your war paint come off, I mean,
I don't have on war paint.
That is make up his war paint.
I don't know.
These people trying to do.
Okay.
Starting already.
Anyway,
juggernaut tree. I'm doing the do. I'm not looking.
So, you know, he was really good with my son. My son be playing games on his phone, and he like, hey, man, what you playing? Oh, I play that too. Oh, I got the cheat code. Oh, you got the cheat code. You know, he's like 9.
Oh, he connected with your son.
Yeah.
And that's how he got you.
Because he knew that bullshit he pulled in there with that text message wasn't gonna fly. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not ratchet.
But stop hating the thing. You're making people see. Go, keep going.
So I was like, you know, my son one day just bust out, hey, Mr. Karim, you're really cool. You should take my mom out on a date. And I was like, nah, I ain't had no good experiences with people I work with. So nah, that would be a hard no. Mm-hmm. And so, because he looked at me and said, well, I was like, I was driving, holding the steering wheel like, so this goes on. He get his car fixed and everything, whatever. So he asked me out again. Man, this is like a month later. So I was like, man, I just got rid of this fool that was stalking me. I don't want to be in nothing else. But we really had strong chemistry. We had a lot of stuff in common. So I was like, I still wasn't convinced. So I live in a gated community, so there's a gate around the townhouses. So my ex jumped the gate. He used to jump the gate and come to my house. He jumped the gate one last time.
Like a prison inmate?
Huh?
Like a prison inmate? Yeah, a grown man jumping the gate.
Yeah,
like
because I skipped the part. He used to be waiting on the street when I got off. So Corinne would follow me home. I have a gate opener to get in, and you have to use that same gate opener to get out. So he would be waiting. So he was like, I was like, you don't have to do that. But he was like, well, I just
he stood out there and waited like a stray dog, and then jumped the gate when he saw the bubble. I'm just saying.
Corinne would make sure I got in the house. Well, he did that one day, and I cut him. And
she must have had that super cat. And here we go with the damn. Oh my God, this is better than like this. I apologize for that, y'all. Go ahead.
I don't need to see your business.
I didn't see you.
Okay, so yeah, so
this is the craziest live ever. I bet he gets a kick out of it.
Yeah, so he jumped the gate, and I cut him, like right here. Not enough to hurt him, but just let him know that it's finna get real if you keep jumping my gate. So I called Karim and tell him this. And he was like, well, just come over. I said, for what? And he's like, because I just feel more comfortable if you was with me. So I go to his house, and I'm gonna take it over to your live, Steve. So I go to his house, and I wasn't looking for nothing. But I mean, I was feeling some sort of type of way that day. So, that was the first day we had sex with a condom. I asked him, do you have condoms? He said, yes. I say, well, you need to put one on. And he said, well, I'm comfortable with not using one. I said, but I'm not. If you don't put one on, I'm gonna go home. So he was condom on. That was the first time. I ain't no thought, but he was supposed to be a one-off. I wasn't looking for no relationship. So, but I couldn't deny the chemistry that we had. So I told him, I was like, look, we're going to do this. We're going to do it right. We're going to be exclusive. Then he said, well, I don't, okay. I said, well, we need to go both get tested and stuff if you don't want to use condoms, because, I mean, no. So we did. We both went and got tested. Everything came back fine. I didn't see his HIV test because, I mean, now it's like they had these portals and stuff you can look on. Back then, they didn't have all that stuff. So somebody called me ratchet.
Don't worry about it. The moderators will take care of that.
So they didn't have that stuff back then. This is in 2013. So they would say, well, if we don't call you, everything good. No news is good news, which is I figured would happen with him. So I got on birth control and we never used condoms again. So everything is going good. Like, I mean, he's treating me good. He's fine with my kids. My mom likes him. Everybody likes him. I mean, he's coaching Little League and stuff. And I mean, we would have date nights and we would have things going with my kids and stuff. It was great. Until I started getting sick about 5 or 6 months into our relationship. I thought I had the flu. So I'm like, man, this is a long time for the flu to be lasting, because it was like 2.5 weeks. I have asthma. So when my asthma flare up, I have to get steroids. So I went and went to the doctor. He came with me. And the doctor said, well, while you're here, we're going to run your labs and make sure, because I also have diabetes. We're going to make sure your diabetes level is okay and stuff. All right, cool. I took the antibiotics and the steroids. Okay. So I got sick again. This time I have walking pneumonia. I'm like, what the fuck? Where is all this shit coming from? So they gave me another medication. They said, you need another antibiotic for walking pneumonia. That went away, but the cough kind of lingered. So I was okay for about a month. Then I started losing weight. And now I was already trying to diet, because he was like, he's go to the doctor with me. And he was like, if you lose a little bit of weight, like your diabetes will get better. And he used to cook healthy meals like fish and got me eating salad every day and stuff. So I'm thinking, hey, whatever he told me, whatever he doing, is working. But then it just started melting off, like, and then I started getting, you got this kind of viral infection that need to be treated with IV drugs. What viral? What are you talking about? You got a bacterial infection. What kind of bacterial infection? What are you talking about? He right there, every doctor's appointment, every hospital stay. He's taking my son to school. My mom would pick him up. I mean, he all, oh, there you go. Okay, so he all everywhere acting concerned and stuff. You know, from when I would be sick, from my driveway to the time clock at the edge of the work was 3 minutes. So he would clock out because we had different off days and come and see if I needed anything. And we spent almost 90% of our time together. He had toiletries and everything in my house and stuff, and he didn't need to go home. So he would leave and go to the gym, and then he would come back. So, you know, this is about, I'm like 40 pounds down in about like 2 months. And I kept a lot of my health stuff to myself from my parents because I didn't want them to worry. But I couldn't hide that. Then my hair started falling out like in chunks. So now I'm wearing like beanies and wigs to hide the hair falling out.
Did you wear Jiffy Pops too?
Anyway, so the doctor, when I went back, he was like, your labs don't look good. He was like, I'm gonna take care of this part. I'm gonna send you to a nutritionist just in case it's diabetic related, so you can go to diabetes education, and I'm gonna take care of my part. So then I said, okay, I'm dropping more weight. By this time, I'm bald, like little just baby hairs. I'm bald. So he's still sitting there coordinating with my mama. I had developed anemia, so I was extremely fatigued all the time. He would have to like pick me up sometimes to go bathe because I would be so much out of energy. I had just enough energy to go to work, and I was on light duty. So he's sitting there. Then I get thrush in my mouth. And I go to the dentist and he says, no, that's something that got to be taken care of by your doctor. That's from inside out, not dental. So the doctor looks at the thrush and he look at my labs. He say, don't none of this look good. These are all signs of HIV. I said, I ain't got no HIV. I said, we got tested. He said, well, okay, if you'll allow me to run the HIV test and it comes back negative, I'm going to send you to an oncologist because more than likely you have some sort of cancer. I was so sure I didn't have HIV, I made a joke. I said, well, if I have to have radiation, I already ain't got no hair. And he got mad. He was like, I said, what you want me to do? Like, something is wrong with me. Sitting up here being on that woe is me stuff, it's not how I operate. So, I mean, let's tackle this head on. I done been through cancer before. So let's do what we gotta do. But I know it ain't that. So a week later, I was in the ICU. I was at home throwing up. I had a fever for 3 days. I was just throwing up. And I knew by the smell of the throw up that I was in diabetic ketoacidosis, which means your blood sugars go through the roof. Now, the normal range for your diabetes is from 80 to 120. Mine was 850. And you can only get numbers like that through lab tests. So, because those little machines, they only go up to 600. So I'm 850. That's why I'm throwing up, because it builds up a lot of acid in your stomach. Now this time, when I started dating him, I was 210. When they weighed me that day, I was 135. Now I'm 5'5" and I'm curvy. That might look good on somebody else that's built different, but I look like death. I'm talking about my face, my neck, everything was sunk in. Like, I look like The Walking Dead. I'm bald, my nails fell off. I just look horrible. So, and then DKA causes, just imagine a full body Charlie horse and your stomach just in knots. Like, I was just in there, like, I told him to come pick me up. I was trying to tell him, come pick me up because I can't drive. He came and got me, went to the emergency room. They said, you're in DKA, automatic ICU. I already knew that because everybody in my family on mom's side have diabetes. So I already knew. I said, well, what is this pain in my stomach and these toilets? He was like, we're going to send you to ultrasound while they get your room ready. Well, the pain I was feeling in my stomach for months was gallstones. So they said, we probably going to take your gallbladder out. So he's sitting there listening to this and he knows I got to go to ICU. So he said, my son name is Q. He said, I'm going to go get Q and take him to school and I'll be back. by the time he came back, I was in the ICU room. So he stayed and then he left again. So when he left, the doctors came in the room. They had this look on their face like, I said, just tell me what it is. They was like, well, because my PCP had privileges at their hospital. His office was actually in the office building around the hospital. So when I got admitted, they called him. So he said, we know your doctor ran an HIV test, and every time an HIV test is run, we have to run a confirmation test. So the doctor did one, he ran a confirmation test, the hospital did one, and they ran a confirmation test. And he said, we're sorry to tell you, but you have HIV. And I just looked at them like, I said, y'all got the wrong patient, get the fuck out of my room. They was like, no ma'am, we had a right patient.
Can I say something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
This is probably a question a lot of people have out there. What was your first initial reaction, besides you being upset when you came to the realization that the tests were accurate and your life had changed?
I hadn't got to that point yet. I was still in disbelief. I couldn't even cry. It didn't hit me yet. So I was like, I'm gonna get some comments. Okay. So I'm in like a state of denial. They still standing there. So I'm like, what are y'all still standing here for? They like, well, we have to tell you what else we found. What do you mean, what else? I said, all right. Well, you have nephritis, which is
that?
Inflammation of the liver. You have hepatitis, inflammation of your kidneys. You have severe anemia, so you're going to need a blood transfusion. You have pancreatitis and gallstones. I said, well, goddamn, I'm just going to die, ain't I? I was like, it was like, we need to talk about treatment. I was like, I don't want to talk about no damn treatment. I'm not living with this. Let me go.
I'm not positive, no. Somebody asked, was I positive? No, I'm not positive. This is her story. I'm just giving her a platform.
Yeah. So
the story.
So I was like, I don't want any treatment. Just let me go. They was like, less than a month, if you would have came in, you would have died. Well, let me go ahead and live there less than a month and let me go, because I don't want to live with this. Because I only know the basics at that point too. I'm not as educated as I am right now. So I didn't want to live no more. I was like, just let it take me out. But I knew it was him that gave it to me. He had been the only one I was sleeping with. So I called him. Get your ass up to this hospital and you need to come here right now. He get up there. I said, Corey, who you sleep with? What are you talking about? I said,
so he was in denial.
I said, I got HIV, it ain't cancer. I got HIV and I got it from you, so who did you get it from? What are you talking about HIV? Why the fuck you keep, I'm sorry, why you keep repeating what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting mad.
Yeah, lie with a lie, you know it's a lie.
Yeah, he keeps pissing me off. I said, well, either you cheated on me or you lied about that test. Nah, I took that test, so you cheated on me. Nah, I didn't cheat on you. None of this makes sense. I'm throwing bedpans at him and stuff like. Then he gonna lean over, half a tear out his right eye.
I remember the eye came out of.
I can laugh now because you know when somebody's trying so hard to cry. I mean,
oh, he did that shit to squeeze the eyes to make that shit go down.
He was squeezing.
Yeah.
He looked back at me to see if I was looking at his stupid ass. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at your stupid ass trying to get that one tear out your eye.
So you're different than me. I'd have been like, oh, baby, it's okay.
No. I told him, I said, I just seen somebody real quick said, why didn't he have any symptoms? Because somebody that's in really good health, they can go 10 years, which is called asymptomatic, which means without symptoms. So he was very well built. He took care of himself. He ate right. So that's why he had no symptoms.
Mm-hmm. I never knew that, guys. That's something to remember.
Yeah. So he, one time the whole department got the flu and he was the only one that didn't get it.
Damn. He was Agent Zero.
Yeah. So,
I get you.
So I found out and I never thought that I was like, he cheated on me somewhere along the way. I just told him, get out my room. I don't want to look at you. If you can't tell me what happened to me, you can be honest, get out my room. So I'm in the ICU for 2 weeks and then I go to a regular room. Now, don't get me on my soapbox about big pharma, but the pharmaceuticals companies and these insurance companies, they're going to approve the cheap shit first. So that stuff didn't work on me. It gave me the raging shits. I'm just gonna be honest. and I was throwing up. I couldn't keep it down. So they said, well, now we have to go up to the next tier of medication, which that medication at the time in 2014 was $3,700 a month.
Somebody asked how long was this?
How long? What do you mean?
Like after meeting the guy and having sex with him, how long did you get to the stage you're talking about now?
Oh, this I got diagnosed in 2014.
So it took a year for you to get to the state you are now, that you were at that time when you were sick, that you're talking about?
Nah, I started dating him in 2013. So we was right at a year and a half.
And then you started getting sick after having intercourse.
No, I started getting sick about 5 or 6 months afterwards.
Yeah, that's what they were asking.
Yeah.
5 or 6 months, guys.
And I asked the doctor too, why didn't I get sick right away? And he says it's not an exact science. You can get it the first time or the 10th time, but eventually you're going to get it if you keep sleeping with somebody.
Oh, you don't get it all the time.
No, he said they don't have no time frame where they can say after 2 months you're gonna get it. It's not an exact science. So you can sleep with him once or sleep with him 10 times, but if he's not taking no medicine and you keep sleeping with him, eventually you're gonna get it, which is what happened with me.
Yeah.
So my doctor finally calls the insurance company, and he had to do a medically necessary declaration for me to get the medicine I needed. So of course, then they released me home. Now I go home to like, okay, now what?
Now wait a minute. When you were in the room and you found out he gave it to you, did he run out and all that? Because you didn't get back to that part.
No, I told him.
Admit it in the thing like, hey, I'm sorry, it was me.
No.
So he just
he said he didn't know what happened. Now I started to get suspicious because I said he ain't reacting right. Like if the roles was reversed and he was in the bed with HIV and I know I haven't cheated on him, I haven't did anything, I'm be like, dude, I'm sorry that you in ICU, but I don't know what you've been doing, but I haven't done nothing. I need to be on the first thing smoking to the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be asking questions and stuff. He didn't do that.
Yeah, see, that's the first sign of a dumbass, guys. This is serious. If she got it and I was dealing with her or something, I would be like, okay, shit, test me now. Because you got to find out where the source of that was from.
He actually tried to hug me and console me. I was like, don't touch me. You've done enough. Yeah. Don't fucking touch me. Get out of here. Yeah. So he kept calling. I blocked his number. I went home and I felt so disgusting. I didn't even want to go get my medicine. Like, I was like, they don't know what it is, what it's for. Like, I just take 3 showers a day. Like, I just thought I was going to die. I was like, I don't even want to take this medicine. I was like, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out on my terms. So remember, I'm diabetic. So I took an overdose of insulin. And my mom just happened to be in the area, went go to this 99 cents only store by my house. And she came in and found me on the floor. So I go back to the hospital.
So you tried to kill yourself? I mean,
I tried to make it look like an accident because I have life insurance. They don't pay out for suicide. Yeah. So I was like, well, I just took too much. I laid down and I didn't eat.
So I had trying to end it all.
I had set it up so I had a plate right there. Like I just didn't get to it.
That's a damn shame that you was put in that position where you felt like that.
Yeah, I just felt like
people in here are giving, positive feedback and they feel your pain. You see what I'm saying? Guys, at the end of this, when she tells her story, we're going to do a Q&A with her. You can ask the 10 to 15 questions. And, just be respectful because she's going through something a lot of us fear. And she has she's a positive attitude. And I had to have her on here because this is unique for this channel. I do the live streams, we laugh and joke, and she has a great sense of humor. She's a wonderful human being. If you look at this woman, she doesn't look like what they would say somebody looked like on TV back in the 80s and 90s. And a lot of you guys know when they would spread those vicious rumors about where it came from and what you look like. She looks perfectly healthy to me. And, it's tremendous courage for her to come on here in Houston, where she's from, where people will see this and tell her story. So that tells you she's not a victim, she's a survivor. So you guys raise up for her. Go ahead, baby.
Thank you. So I was just distraught. Like my son cooked hot dogs for a month because that's all he knew how to cook. And
where was the guy? Was he helping?
No, I didn't want to talk to him. So, then I found out I'm pregnant. I was like,
By him. Well, yeah, I mean, you know,
by him. And also I was blown away by that because when they went to remove my gallbladder, they found PID, which for those of y'all don't know is pelvic inflammatory disease. It was caused by untreated chlamydia. So somewhere along the way, I got chlamydia. Chlamydia really doesn't have any symptoms. So it was turned into PID. PID makes you sterile. So if he had PID and I had PID, how we conceive a child? That's why I'm telling you, my child is a miracle and he saved my life. But I'm gonna get to that. So I'm like, damn, like what else did this motherfucker give me? Like what? So I'm just destroyed. After I seen my son just making hot dogs, I said, I don't need them here with me. This is selfish. This is selfish for them to have to watch me like this. So I had to send them away to live with their family. I couldn't do it. I had a nervous breakdown. When I tried to kill myself the first time, they put me on a mental health hold. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It was hard because I didn't know where life was gonna go from there, or if my life was gonna go on. Like I didn't know if I was gonna die or what. So when I found I was pregnant, I called and told him, and I said, well, I kind of do want to see what the doctors say. Go to the doctor. I flipped the fuck out. Like they had 3 doctors. They had the OB-GYN, the resident, and an infectious disease doctor. I said, what's she doing in here? Because you have an infectious disease. You know what? I don't like your title. I don't like your face right now. Get out. I don't want to talk to you. And I was just angry at the fact that I needed her. You know what I'm saying? Because like you when you think about babies, you think about, oh, they're so wonderful. You going to a gynecologist, you seeing ultrasound, not an infectious disease doctor. So it was a mental thing that was going on. A lot of
embarrassment.
Yeah, it was a mental thing.
Because your family knows. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom and my dad knew. So it was a mental thing.
How did they feel about him? What did they do about that situation? Because you said he didn't bring him around.
He had got really tight with my mom because my mom she's passed now, but a sports fanatic. And he loved basketball. That's how he was known in the city of Houston, playing basketball and boxing. So they would that's how she'd be knowing stats, draft picks, all kinds of stuff. And they would just go back and forth. They had each other's numbers. So all that friendly stuff that they had going on, oh, nah, she was like, nah, no, sir.
He deceived y'all.
Yeah, everybody.
And the thing is, I want you to, real quick. The situation with James Dunmore and Alicia Watts, this is the same situation where you got guys that run around and they're skeevy and they have an ulterior motive while trying to get in your head and come falsely with you under the duress of love. There are a lot of guys out here that nothing about you. They'll use you till you use you up. And this is a situation where she was smart enough to figure it out, but it was too late. But I mean, she's here. And go ahead and do your thing. I'm taking it over. I'm going to do this your time.
I'm not easy to fool. I grew up on the streets. Not in the streets like I was fending for myself, but I mean, come on, y'all know what I mean. I saw stuff I wasn't supposed to do, dope fiends and stuff. I learned how to cook crack at the age of 15. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on YouTube, but I was a corrections officer for 7 years. So I felt like I had seen all the bullshit I would see in my lifetime. He was just that good. Because I felt so stupid. I was like, I should have known better. And I went over. I used to be in mental anguish, like going over and over and over. Every conversation, every encounter, everything. Was there red flags? Why didn't I see them? Guys, I promise you, there weren't any. They weren't any. I don't want this front to back. If he fooled my mama, he was that good because she's suspicious of everybody. She believed in, hey, when you start dating somebody, you vet that person. You do a background check. You see how he treat his mama. That'll tell you a lot about how he gonna treat you. This is how I was raised. You see if he have children, do he take care of his children? How is he with the children's mother? Has he been married before? Like all this stuff. So I was very well prepared because of my mama and because of I didn't see anything like his phone didn't ring, never on, like it was never on vibrate where I could get to it. He would stay at the house. I'll be like, babe, I'm going to the nail shop. He'll be like, okay, just get my card out of my wallet. Like, he didn't hide nothing. He rarely went home. He went home like twice a week. We spent Valentine's Day together, Thanksgiving together. He all at the birthday parties, meeting the other side of the family, my kids' side of the family, meeting their dad and his mom and his sister. Everybody liked him. He was very charming, like very charming, and he could talk, like he could had the gift of gab. So I was thinking, like, everybody's not stupid. I said, because I kept thinking I was stupid, that I missed something. I said, he fools so many people I know got sense. So we all ain't stupid. He was just that good. And so we go see after that fiasco with the lady. I asked the doctor, well, what is the chance of the baby getting it? He said 5% if you take your medicine. I said, if I don't? He said, well, that it go up to 25%. I said, okay. So I said, I don't need another baby. I'm not emotionally right, but I can't take the loss of an abortion. I can't take another loss. I was like, I'm just gonna kill both of us. I'm only 8 weeks along. I'm sorry, I keep doing it. I said, I'm only 8 weeks along. So I tried again with some pills. I woke up. I used to be angry at God. Like, why have I been forsaken? Why you keep waking me up to hell on earth? Like, why want you to bring me home? At this point, I'm living in hell on earth. Just let me go to hell. Devil come get me. I just want to go. I want to go. I was ready to be out of here. I wasn't trying to do it in a gruesome manner where somebody had to find me with my brains on the wall or jump in front of a bus or some shit. Like, I wasn't trying to be gruesome. Like, I was trying to do it to, it was, but I woke up. I was like, how? So my mom used to beg me, please just let us make it through the holidays. I remember this quote and I'll remember forever. She said, your pain will be ending and ours will just be beginning. She was like, don't be selfish. You need to be here for your kids. And I was like, you ain't never been in no type of pain where it's so painful. The only way you see out to make it stop is death. And I'm like, and that's where I was at the time. The only way I saw to make it stop was to kill myself. Because it was like my chest used to literally hurt. So I started missing my doctor's appointments. That infectious disease doctor started calling me, like, why are you missing your appointments? I said, why don't you leave me alone? You gonna get paid whether I come or not. So I blocked her number. Then she started calling me from her cell phone. I was like, I don't think this is what you're supposed to be doing. If I don't want treatment, leave me alone. So it's funny because she my PCP to this day. We finally got ourselves together. But I started going to the doctor's appointments. I started going, and then like around month 5, he called. I was in the office.
So you haven't seen him all this time? You're going through all of this stuff?
No, he's coming to the doctor's appointments.
And he's still saying he don't have this shit.
He's still saying he don't know. At this point in time,
he never produced paperwork, or you asked him to produce paperwork to prove he didn't have it at the time. Your family?
I didn't really give a damn. I was like,
did your family, like you have many of your family today, say, hey?
No, nobody lived here but me, my mom, and my dad. Yeah, but my dad was dealing with his wife having lung cancer.
Oh, okay.
And so he was, he did as much as he could, but that was, she had been going through that for 2 years. Okay. So none of my families, I will tell you how they play into this later. But so one day I was in the doctor's office playing on my phone, and I installed Truecaller, which is a call ID app. It'll tell you if your incoming call is spam or whatever. I had just put it on there, and he called. A woman's name with his last name popped up. Now his last name is Zekakani. His name is Karim Zekakani. That's not. He's
African?
Nah, he's Hawaiian.
He's a Hawaiian, Polynesian.
He's black, but he's Hawaiian.
It's like they call him Polynesian.
Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. He identifies as Hawaiian, so.
Oh, but that means he's Hawaiian. He's from
his roots are like Samoan. Okay, so So I said, who is this? And he said, hey, I ain't gonna be able to make the appointment. So I said, oh, okay. So I Googled the lady's name. They marriage license pop up. I started
marriage license.
Their marriage license. You know, that's public record. The lady's name that came up on my phone when he called me, that was his wife's name. I said, where was she? I've been in his house. It looked like a
So you didn't know he was married
until that. So I'm like, where was her house shoes? Where was her toiletry? Where was her shoes and clothes? Like, it looked like a bachelor pad. And I looked through it thoroughly because I wanted to know why a single man had a 2-bedroom. I'm all in the closet looking.
Like R. Kelly.
Like my mama told me to do. Check on. I can't.
So your mama told you to ransack?
No, she told me to check a ninja out. She said, lift it up, lift it down. Look it out of eye. Look it out of eye. It.
Okay, all right.
So I'm looking around his house. I'm looking in the kitchen. I'm looking.
She told me to shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
So I didn't see, you know, if you come to my house, it's candles and plug-ins, it's curtains. You know, a female lives there. There was nothing. I said, where was she when we were spending Valentine's Day together? Like the one that had passed, it was like a 2-day event. We went to see Cat Williams, went to PF Chang's, give 5 stars, a hotel and stuff. We was in our own world for 2 days. Where was she at? What happened during Thanksgiving? Like your husband ain't home. Like, and I was like, how did this happen? They had to be separated. I was trying to reason it because I'm like, where? So, and he taking pictures. If you're trying to do dirt, you don't want to chronicle it, right? He all on my timeline. Oh man, baby sick. I got to take care of her. Pray for her.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the entire fuck out of here. You
damn, that's the new one. I'm gonna use that. You remember you heard me first. Go ahead.
Wait. The nerve of him. Oh, pray for us. I got to take care of us, baby sick.
Front hard.
Playing what he thought the position he should play. So I ran out the office. I'm crying. I go home and just fall on the floor like, God, I can't take nothing else. I can't take nothing else. But
it's like you can't even write a script better than this.
I was like, I can't take nothing else. I'm not dealing with no wife. Like, I'm thinking he cheated on me. I was the same. What the fuck? Like, I called him. I said, so you got a wife? Oh, so now you know.
He said that?
Yeah.
Like that?
All nonchalant.
He'll admit that he's an adulterer, but he won't admit that he didn't give you that thing.
That dirty D.
Damn. The package.
That's what they called it in prison.
I heard it on the R. Kelly video.
They called it the package, the gift.
He ain't talking about that. No, what they did.
No, it was dudes taking the gift.
He was taking
the ones that had.
Oh, that's right. She was a prison guard, y'all. I'm gonna have her back for a story time and let her tell y'all some prison stories. Y'all put a thumbs up if y'all wanted to come back on a story time on a Friday night. I'll let her do her, and she can. There's a lot of ladies in here telling me to shut up. I'm gonna get to the sideline and just let her run with it. So go ahead.
So he was like, "What do you want me to do?" And I was like, "This ain't gonna stop the baby from coming." I mean, what you mean? What I want you to do? Like,
thumbs up. They want you to come back.
I said, I want you to continue. Like, what does this mean for the dynamics of what's going on? I said, you know what? This is too much. My psyche was already fragile, and it broke again. So again, this time
she doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Oh, no YouTube channel.
You're a natural for this. You got to first.
So the doctors had prescribed me Xanax. So I said, damn the life insurance, they'll be all right. I just took the whole bottle and just all of it.
Let me ask you something real quick. And you got children already, and you carrying a baby. What? And I don't mean to sound like a insensitive.
No.
At what point did you say, like, you know, like what overtook you to where you like, you know what? I'm so drowned in misery that I'm gonna just end it and leave my children here to wonder what happened?
I said they
How
young
did you look
enough.
at it?
I reasoned in my mind, they're young enough, they'll get over it. I can't be a bad.
How old was your children?
This happened in, now we in 2015. My daughter was, she was 8. My son was 13. So my son was aware of what was going on. My daughter just knew, well, he knew what HIV was because he had taken health class already. And my mama told him that I had it, which
you were pregnant at this point, right?
Oh yeah, his that was.
No. So she asked was she's pregnant. So this is all the time you was pregnant, and it's all the time you was pregnant, and it's you had the 2 children from that. So this is your 3rd child you're carrying by him. Okay.
So my son knew. My mom told him, and I didn't speak to her for months because I didn't feel that was right for her to tell him. I didn't want to tell him. And if I did, I wanted to tell him in my own time, in my own way, and she took that away from me, and I didn't like it. So he knew that mom is sick because she have this virus. Now he's only 13, all the ins and outs, but he know you can get it from sex. So then he started feeling bad. He was like, Mama, if I never would have told him maybe he should take you on a date, you wouldn't be sick right now.
Oh,
are you gonna die? That broke. Like,
yeah, that's hard right there.
My mama had sense enough to put him in some therapy because he was staying with his dad's grandparents, but my mama knew all the insurance. She had all the paperwork and stuff. So she got him some help. But just like to show you the chaos that he was causing in my whole family behind these acts. So he stopped talking to me after I found out he was married. And so he just cut me off. Like, no answer, no phone calls, no more doctor's visits, no accountability, never heard a word. He just cut me off. So that day I took all them pills. I said, this gonna do it. I called my mama to tell her about it. I said, take care of my babies. You're the only one that's gonna take care of them right. Take care of my babies. So I get in the shower. I don't know why I was worried about being stinky, but I was gonna be dead. But I went in the shower. I just wanted the warm water.
Want to be clean.
I wanted to be dead clean.
Yeah. You can't be funky.
It's not funny, but whatever. So I started sliding down the thing, and I hear somebody say, "Ma'am, get out the shower and put some clothes on." I said, Jesus?
You was that out of it?
I swear to God.
You knew God was there. Who was it?
It was a police officer.
How did they know you was in there?
My mom called them.
Oh, she told you.
And so he had to say it again.
So she said, Jesus.
I thought the good Lord was, said, I don't think that you're supposed to say that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my, I done went to.
Yeah, you was going out of it.
I was gone. I'm like, the Lord, I'm supposed to see some pearly gates. I still see my, and the Lord telling me to get out the shower. No.
And you was really thinking you was going through that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was
taking the
I was like, is there some other place besides heaven and hell? Why I gotta put my clothes on? Like,
yeah.
I was just asking, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy now, but I remember it like it was yesterday, even though I was hopped up on them pills.
Yeah.
So the dude opened the door again. Ma'am, he turned his face. Ma'am, can you get out and put your clothes on? I said, how you get in here? So I get out.
I can tell you from somewhere you said, hell, how you get in here?
How you get in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
You had to get through the gate and the gate surrounding my house. Yeah. And you had to come, like, how did you get in my house? It's locked up. Mm-hmm. So I put on my robe. I ain't got on nothing but my robe, okay? Mm-hmm. He said, the bottle of pills on the bed. He said, did you take out them pills? I said, nah. He said, where'd they go? I said, I took the last one that was in the prescription. He looked at the date. He said, nah, you going in on a mental health hold. I said, look, this is my life. If I don't want it no more, who are you to tell me that I can't take it?
Yeah.
And he was like, we can't do that. You going in on a mental health hold. And he grabbed my arm Get your damn hands off of me. So I'm fighting with the police officer. I bite him so he'll let me go. The other one got me and handcuffed me. Mind you, I am 6.
So they forcibly took you to.
I am 6 months pregnant. Then here come the paramedics because I'm pregnant and I've taken all these pills. They strapped me up to the thing. I am yelling. Like, we go on 59 or...
Yeah, I do that too.
It's a freeway.
Highways, yeah, they don't know.
It's Highway 59. I pass where I work at. They keep going. I say, hey, what y'all taking me? Ben Todd. That's the county hospital. I say, hey, take me to a behavioral center. I got insurance. Don't take me to Ben Todd. What the fuck? I mean, excuse me. Don't take me there. All right.
You get to the hospital.
I'm like, they take me to Ben Todd. This MF is so nasty. Those of y'all that work in healthcare, or if you don't, they have HIPAA laws, which are privacy laws, patient privacy. There was no HIPAA consideration. They took me to the psych part of it. It was one long, big ass area with beds and curtains.
Really?
And they put me in there. I was still arguing and fighting, so they left me restrained. So it was a police officer and a security officer there. Mind you, I'm a security officer, but I am on leave right now because I was going in and out of leave. So I just started watching them. I said, they ain't even paying attention. I said, all security hospital schedules is 6:30 to 6:30 or 7 to 7.
How long you been here at this time? You just got there?
I had just got there.
Because remember, everybody's wondering, like,
and
what happened with the pills that you took?
Yeah, they got my stomach together. They took me to what they have a critical care unit. Once I was stabilized, they put me in the psych area. So, yes, please. And so, so I'm in the psych area. I'm still restrained. And I said, well, you know, I'm gonna play nice with them. I said, I'm gonna play nice with them because I know they're gonna change. This is 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, I know they shifts about 6:30 or 7. When they change shifts, I'm gonna run her out of here. So I played nice with them because I kept refusing blood work, refusing vitals. Don't touch me, leave me alone. So I let them take my blood, take my vitals. They take me out the restraints. They said, well, we're gonna send you to a facility. And I'm thinking to myself, no, the hell you not. I'm not going to no facility. What are you talking about? I'm not going to no facility. So at this point, I'm thinking about what I've created. And I'm like, man, this ain't good. This ain't good. I wanted to die in my house on my own accord. Now they're going to take me to this place where they're going to have me doped up and stuff. I don't want that. I'm getting out of here. Just like I thought, 6:30, they changed the shifts. They in the hallway shooting this shit, laughing and stuff, ain't paying attention to none of us psych patients. I run my ass out of there. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just pushing doors, going. I get outside the hospital. Now, the hospital next door to Memorial Hermann and the medical center here in Houston. See, I worked at Memorial Hermann Southwest, which is the only trauma hospital in an urban area. Now I'm in the medical center where the main Hermann is. It's down the street from the county. So I'm running down the street. My roll flop, my boobs out. My boobies out. I'm running down the street with my boobies out. Just trying to get to Herman. It's like a 5-minute walk, but I'm running because I know as a security officer, when a patient elopes, you have to go get them. So I'm like, let me get the fuck out of Dodge before the security even notice I'm gone. So I get to Herman. I go to the 5th floor, which is L&D. I call my mom. I said, Mom, please come get me. They trying to send me to this facility. And I was like, I won't try again. I'll try to get help. I'll go do whatever I need to do. Just don't let them lock me up in a facility because I didn't want to get lost in the system. I had a brother with mental health issues and he would just be bounced around all the time. And I didn't want that. So I was like, I'm going to find a way to get through this. I'm going to find a way. I was like, I used to pray over my belly all the time. And I said, you know, God, protect my son. I used to ask God to protect my son from me. I feel like I was a danger to him. So I was like, huh? Okay. So I'm like, protect him from me. Like, I've taken so many things. I don't know what kind of damage it's caused him. I smoked cigarettes while I was pregnant because I never planned on giving birth to him. So now that I'm getting serious about it, I'm 6 months in. So I'm like, please just let him be okay. So I started doing right. Like I started going to my appointments like I was supposed to. And I started going to my appointments like I was supposed to and stuff. And I had got my viral load down to being undetectable. And that meant I could have a vaginal delivery. So I was excited about that. I didn't want to have a C-section, but I believe that my smoking and all the stuff I did caused me to have an early labor. I went into labor at 34 weeks because he was having breathing problems. So I wound up having him at 34 weeks, and he spent 2 weeks in the NICU. Now, after my C-section, my mama showed up right after because I called him. He didn't answer. Oh, let me go back. I forgot something. When he stopped answering his phone, when he stopped answering his phone, I can't forget this. When he stopped answering his phone, they told me that I had a heart condition. Like when I started taking it serious and going back to the doctor, they said, you have to take this pill because if you go into labor, you, the baby, or both of you could die. Your heart is, because it was so much strain because I was already unhealthy when I got pregnant. Then my diabetes was all out of whack. I had excessive amniotic fluid because of the sugar in my system. I said, I'm not taking any more pills. If that's God's will, me and my baby gonna go up to the upper room together. So my heart would palpitate and it'd be hard to breathe. So I would just call him like, I have a townhouse. My washroom is upstairs. So I'm like, can you help me with the groceries? Can you do something? Are you doing anything? And so he just stopped talking to me. So one day I was at work and I got mad. I said, you know what? I'm gonna blow the battery out that motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna call it until that go dead. I'm calling him like 20 times in a row. He finally picked up the phone and said, what the else do you want? I said, nothing. So the next day when I got off in the morning time to work at night, I put the whole thing on Facebook. Now he's really popular in Houston, and we running in some of the same circles, right? So everybody knew we was dating. Nobody knew about his wife. That's what's crazy. He hid that bitch. Excuse me. He hid her under a rock somewhere. I don't know where she was. Nobody knew about him. The people he played ball with at the gym, the people at the college, the boxing, nobody knew he was married. Every time we went out on date night or did something, it was, hey, what's up? Hey, some of the people we knew together, oh, hey, what's up? This is my girl Sarita. We do or whatever. So I put the whole thing on Facebook. And I went through a whole spiel before it was like a lead up to the bam. Like the last sentence was, I thought I was in a happy relationship, but 4 words changed my life. You are HIV positive. Everybody knew who it was. People in Houston know how I rock. I don't rock like that. I don't penis hop.
All right.
They gonna tag your
no, just
I don't
story. I just don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
I don't people know I'm square. Like I don't rock like that. I don't go around
mess around with other guys.
No, I don't go around doing people wrong, going behind sleeping with other girls' men and stuff like that. I don't rock like that. So and all the time we spent together and people saw us together all the time, they knew it was him. So they started going to his page like, motherfucker, like, really? They ran him out the 24-hour fitness. You can't come play ball with us no more. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. They said, I told you I was gonna try it.
I know, just be nice.
They said, they was like, nah, man, you can't come around us. That's some
messed up stuff.
In nice words, that's messed up. So I tell you,
so he admitted already.
No, he did not. Okay. So I tell you, the community that I grew up in rallied around me. Like people I went to high school with, people I went to college with, people from my block, my coworkers, they all rallied around me after I told on Facebook. That touched me so much and it made me again. Like I'm telling you, I didn't have to buy nothing for my baby. They had a block party and it raised $2,000. Boys, I knew where it came from. They had the little knots with the rubber bands in the jar. And so they had raised $2,000 on GoFundMe, and somebody put in at my job for the employee assistance program, and that was $2,000 plus all the baby stuff that I got. It was just stuff like I had to get a PO box because I got tired of going to meet people, so I just would get a PO box. Did everything, pay for it. I was all these people, I ain't seen them in 10, 15, 20 years. If they care, then I should care. Like people care if I'm here.
Yeah.
And so I was just like so touched by that. And the backlash she got, people was like, that's foul. Like I had to literally get on Facebook and say, don't nobody do nothing to him because I don't want to be caught up in no conspiracy. Because it was people,
like they were threatening him. Yeah,
they was threatening him. Somebody went to his job.
Yeah.
Somebody ran up on him. Like they was like, nah, that's foul, man. I got sisters, I got brothers. Like you out here wrong. Like, and for you to do that to her, of all people, like, nah, they wasn't sitting well with nobody. So I have my baby. He's not underweight. He's 6'12" at 34 weeks. He just couldn't suck by himself, and he was having breathing problems, so he had to go to NICU. So I wake up from, they done gave me some pain medicine. I wake up, it done wore off. So I'm trying to scoot like along the bed, trying to get to the restroom. I was in so much pain. I hear my mama in the hallway say, "What the hell you doing here after all the hard work done? Mother effer." Yeah. She's cursing someone out. I said, I know that's my mama voice. Who is she talking to? Because mind you, on my way to the hospital, when I made that Facebook post, I got a bunch of messages and I had started reading them. I'm going back and forth. I had started reading them and somebody anonymously sent me his mother's number. So those of you that saw Eva Lives Here, they got that wrong. This happened while I was pregnant. So they sent me his mama number and I read some more messages and that heart thing kicked in. My heart started palpitating. I couldn't breathe. I said, I'm gonna have to let that be until I finish. I gotta bring my baby here. I done already did enough damage. I can't take all this. So, but I did call his mama and I said, I told her everything that, and she said, have you talked to his wife's name? I said, no, I haven't, but I have.
Somebody asked who you were. You can announce who you are real quick because people are just coming in.
Oh, my name is Sarita Anderson Womack. I'm telling you about the story of me being given HIV on purpose.
All right, so go ahead, get back.
So she, oh my God, we gotta go over there and talk to them. Because after that day when I found her, after I stopped crying, I looked up on Facebook. Let me tell y'all what I did. Every picture I hadn't erased yet. And there was a bunch of them. Because like I said, this motherfucker, he's stupid. He want to chronicle his wrongdoing. So he took pictures of about everything. I sent her everything I had.
He took pictures of what?
Everything. Our date nights. Pictures.
Why was he doing that though? Like,
just because he liked to take pictures. Oh, but you got a whole.
But he was faking like he was there and he was doing his thing and he was happy with you. Like nothing was wrong.
Like nothing was wrong. We was in a regular relationship. But I'm saying if you got a whole wife at home, why are you taking pictures?
Oh, like he's with you, like y'all a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
well, as far as I knew we was, as far as everybody else knew we was. So you in the picture in the pool with my kids, you all at the.
Where was his wife at when all this?
That's what I'm saying.
So you didn't know her, you didn't see her, like
no.
Like, where's she at? Like, you know, she's gone.
No. He talking about. He told me when I told him, so you got a wife. He was like, yeah, she moved back in. She moved back in. Where was she at?
He didn't want to answer none of the questions.
Nah. Okay. It nothing sounded right to me after that.
This is like childlike behaviors.
And so I was like I sent her every picture I had. I said, look at here. This wasn't no fling. This is him with my mama. They eating snacks on Super Bowl Sunday. They watching sports on Thursdays because he was off Thursdays and Fridays. They over there. She used to make snack trays and stuff.
Yeah.
This is him in the pool with my kids. This us at the
naming the events and
this is us at the mid condition concert.
Yeah.
We were doing shit all the time.
Yeah.
This is a Disney on Ice. This is him with my kids. Look, didn't I screenshot my timeline and showed her how far it went back?
Yeah.
This is over 1.5 years of stuff on my timeline that he's putting on there.
What did she say then?
She didn't answer right away.
Okay.
She didn't answer until after I had my son. So when I had my son and he showed up to the hospital, he came in my room.
When was the last time you seen him before this?
Shit. The last doctor's appointment he came, I hadn't seen him.
How many months?
The last doctor he came, I was like 5 months.
So for four.
No, I didn't go a full 9 months.
How long you went?
34 weeks, which is like 7 months.
So 2 months.
Haven't seen or heard from him.
In the third trimester, he wasn't there.
No, so I called him when I went into labor. He didn't answer, so I called his mama, and she called him, and then he answered. So now he wants.
What?
Yeah, because in between that time, I contacted an attorney. I said, "Can I just have him sign away his rights and just be gone?"
Have you ever thought about pressing charges against him at that time for ruining?
No, because according to Texas state law, it's not a crime to infect someone. It's a crime to intentionally infect someone. The burden of proof is proving the intent. So
that's something to know. That was some good information you just gave.
Yeah, it's not a crime to infect nobody. Say I didn't know it, I did it by accident or crime. But if you intentionally do it to somebody, that's the crime. So, he come in there. He tried to help me to the restroom. I go all the way off. I damn near pulled my staples apart. Get out of here. Leave me alone.
Don't bother me here.
Huh?
What did he say then?
I'm just trying to help. You just trying to help. You done did enough. I had some colorful words to him that I won't say on here. Yeah. But I was like, I'm trying to enjoy the birth of my child and trying to make sure he all right.
What did he say when he saw the baby?
He went over there and he came back and said, the lady said you have to make a visitation list. And so I called over there and I was like, he's his dad. Go ahead and let him in. I still gave him a chance. Like, okay, go ahead. Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Just go see the baby. So then they said, well, you have to make a password. He said, can you please put me and my mom on the visitation list? I said, all right. The password was, I have HIV 2014. That's what he put on there? That's what I put. So every time you or your mama go check in to go see him, you got to tell them, I have HIV 2014. That's hard, y'all. Y'all got to admit that's smart. He said, really? I was like, that's what he said. Well, don't bring your ass up here then. Don't bring your ass up here then. Don't nobody want to see you. How old was this man? 32. And how old were you at the time? 32. Okay. We were the same age, a couple months apart. Okay. When I laugh, they like when I laugh. They like when I laugh. Or the guy went to jail for it. Yeah, we answer the questions at the end. I'm gonna get them out and answer. So he was like, man, I said, man, you ain't got no room for no wants, no requests, no nothing. You gotta start from ground zero. I said, the man I fell in love with do not exist. I don't know you and I don't trust you. I got a question. Please. After you had the baby, right? Mm-hmm. Did you welcome him back? Did y'all ever get on good terms again? And then at what point did things go bad to where he got locked up? Like, when did it take a shift? I mean, it's going downhill. When did it fall off? The reason why I'm saying that is you see how we had the time up here? Mm-hmm. See how it's pixelating? For some reason with YouTube, if you go a little bit over a minute, an hour and 20 seconds, it'll start messing the feed up. So that's why I'm trying to rush you. I'm not trying to tell your story. This thing ain't stupid. So I decided, okay, I know what he did to me is bad. I still thought he cheated on me. I said, but I'm going to try to separate the man from the father. I'm going to just give him this last, just to say I did it. So it won't be on my conscience. So I said, well, you gonna go through baby boot camp. And the only place you gonna see the babies at my house. I don't know your wife. I don't know what y'all got going on over there. I done seen too much snapped and stuff and all that with the baby treating the baby funky and stuff. Then I have to go to bed. I mean, I had to go lay down.
Yeah.
So I had to go sit down somewhere. So he agreed, and that worked for about 4 months. And at that time, my mama had moved in, and she was like, that ninja ain't even got to come over here. I'll take care of the baby. I was like, Mama, he ain't coming to take care of him. We just coming to see him. We got to see him over here. I don't want to look at his ass.
Yeah, moms don't play. They be hot.
Like, I don't want to look at his ass. But I was like, Mama, just go in your room. She had moved in. My baby was born in July 2015. She moved in October. So I'm at work.
She's not my girlfriend.
No.
She's not. She's just somebody that contacted me to tell a story.
I'm not his girlfriend. He's free. But anyway, so
stop acting stupid. Now you go.
So I would hide the car seat in my trunk when I went to work so he wouldn't take him. So he come to the emergency room. It's cold outside. Got the baby in the onesie. He come running in the emergency room. Your mama tried to choke him with some gas medicine. I say, mother.
Wait, he had the baby in his arms driving down the street in the cold?
Yes.
With no cover?
Nothing. And he knew I worked the ER. So he came in there.
The baby howling and screaming.
I said, what the F you doing? The whole waiting room said. I said, man. I said, give me the baby. I said, my supervisor name was Lafayette. I said, Lafayette, I got the clock out. Kareem came up here and lost his goddamn mind. He said, go ahead on.
So he said something happened with the baby.
Because when I was on leave, he got fired. And
okay, yes.
He didn't work there anymore. So when I came back, he was no longer there. My manager basically told me I had to pick one of y'all because I knew y'all couldn't work together, and I picked him.
Yeah.
So she did me a solid. She was.
Yeah, I got rid of him because I kept, you got the baby. I knew you got the
baby.
Okay.
So I called my mama. I said, Mama, why you let him leave? She said, that MF pushed me. You push my mama? Give me the baby. I see your ass in court.
So that's when it started going bad.
Yeah, then he gonna tell me.
Why did he push her? Did he ever find out what happened?
She was trying to stop him from leaving. You know, if you have a baby, you know, a Mylocan gas medicine. My baby had colic. She was trying to give the drops to him, and he started coughing because Kareem wouldn't raise him up like this for her to do it. Yeah. So he she trying to choke him. He just go out.
Like she trying to kill the baby.
Yeah.
I think because your mom didn't like him, he was trying to make it like I was a hero and I saved him from the bad mom. Yeah. Look, I'm not a bad guy. I love my child. It's contagious.
So I said, I'll see your ass in court.
What did he say?
He said, you know I'm gonna win custody. I got a 2-parent household. We don't have no kids, and my wife makes $70,000 a year.
Oh, he was going to play that game like I'm gonna take the baby and we better than you. Y'all see how that type of stuff goes? When guys come under false pretense and do things like that, they already got a setup or escape plan if things don't go their way.
You equals you. I'm finna get on the stats. I'm gonna try to hurry up this along because I told him that earlier. Yeah. So I said, I'll kill both of you B-words before I see that happen. I'll let my mama raise them.
How you gonna give a baby to somebody ain't birthed the baby?
And I said,
she's dumb enough to let the baby come in the house and shit on her with you.
I said, somebody on the jury gonna feel me, and I already got the paperwork saying I ain't got it all up here. So you want to take that chance? Go ahead. Go ahead, because I don't take kindly to idle threats, especially.
We know you hardcore.
No, I'm just saying, like that right there puts me off. You gonna threaten to take my child?
Yeah, that's dumb.
So
he really didn't have no win because it's a lot of loopholes. You had to jump through to prove that he was a viable candidate to take the baby, even though the baby is his, and you're still alive. So
you gotta damn near be a crackhead in Texas, get your kids taken away.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So his wife finally contacts me, right? Y'all see how I am now. That's how I am. So she's very introverted and docile. So I'm like, I'm about to handle her with kid gloves because I need answers. Mm-hmm. And so I had sent everything. I'm talking to her, right? And it took me about a week for her to start opening up to me because I came at her a different way. I said, you know, how would I feel if some lady sent me a message saying, "Hey, I've been messing with your husband. We got a baby on the way, and he got HIV." Assuming she did not know. Now, make a long story short, that lady did everything our parents teach us to do. She made good grades, went to college, got a master's degree. She's a victims liaison at Houston Police Department. She was a virgin when she married him, and he gave her HIV.
His wife?
Yes.
So she had it before you?
Yes. That's how I found out he knew.
So he infected his wife, cheated on his wife with you, and gave it to you.
Oh, no. It was women before me.
It was more women? How many women this guy infected?
I know of 14.
14?
Yes. Because when I asked her, did you know he had HIV? And she
wait a minute, so 14, you're 15, and the wife is 16?
No, I'm 15. So
how many women? 17 altogether?
It's 15
that I know of. Okay.
I ain't the last one, but I'm up in that group. So when she told me that, I said, because I knew they got married in April 2009. I didn't start dating him to 2013.
So he had it for 4 or 5 years.
So he knew. Yeah, she said, yeah, he knew. She said, that's why I quit sleeping with him, because he wouldn't listen. And I said, really? She put him on my insurance and everything. He never went to the doctor. I said, man, I blew my top. I was like,
all this could have been avoided if he just was disciplined and did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, you have a duty.
He shouldn't have messed with you any but damn way.
But the reason that law is like in that law, it says that you have a duty to protect yourself from other people. I mean, to protect other people from you. So that means
he got to go to prison. You got to go.
You got to prove intent. So when she told me that, I started going back through the messages because I had never got back to him. I opened up Pandora's box. All type of shit was coming up. I was like, this motherfucker. Now, before his wife, I knew he had a fiance. That fiance contacted me after somehow she saw my post. Good girl. We a little bit more alike. On the salon. They dated for 5 years. The last year, 2008, they're planning their wedding. She goes to get her life insurance physical and finds out she got HIV. This is September of 2008. He marries his wife in 2009. So I was building a timeline. I said they overlapped because his current wife said they got married 10 months after they met. I said, so he was planning a wedding with Misha and marrying you. So I said,
that's douchebag, super douchebag material.
Douchebag ain't a strong enough word.
Yeah, I know, but still, we on live.
Yeah. Watch. So I'm like, I said, this man, I was so mad. I was like, I did to them and still chose to start out life with you and marry you, and you just go shit on her like for years. I said, did you ever move out? She said, no. Now I'm confused. Where was your stuff at? And she said, think about it. My stuff will be in weird places. Well, what you mean? Like my deodorant will be in a shoebox or something. We ain't
stage like it was a Hollywood film.
We ain't talking about deodorant. Where was your drawers? Where was your clothes? Where was your shoes? Where was
Kick the light? Thanks for the donation, brother.
Where was your stuff? Like I looked at that house top to bottom. He ain't hit it that good. Where was your shit at? I just think it was too much for her.
You said you 5 feet tall, right?
I'm 5'5".
Are you 5? Oh, yeah, you tall enough to reach up at the top. Maybe it was up there. You couldn't see it.
Man, please. I don't know where that man was putting that shit at, but she was like
a hole in the floor with the rest of the body.
Yeah, he done put it. Jeffrey Dahmer with the clothes.
Bro.
Oh, it was John Wayne Gacy that was hiding.
All the medication he was supposed to be taking is down there with dust on it. Every time you open the thing, you see the medication, you like, shh, roll it up.
So she hadn't told nobody in her family. She from Illinois, right? So I made it my business to breathe life back into that lady. I was getting my stuff back. I was getting my healing back.
Did y'all become good friends?
Yes. I said, this lady, he has completely bamboozled her. Like, because even after that, she said, well, he said y'all only slept together one time and you got pregnant. I say,
you staying with him?
I say, you know that ain't true. Did you see my message? Yeah, I saw it. So you in denial.
Yeah.
And I said, she said, well, my dad's a bishop and my mom is a first lady. I said,
you're a dumbass for staying with him.
And he said, nobody gets divorced in my family. I said, look, I'm sure your mama, daddy, Jesus Christ, and all the disciples and Moses and everybody gonna forgive you if you leave this walking disease.
So what did he say? Nobody gets divorced in his family.
She said that. Oh, she just stayed.
I'd have said, well, bitch, not everybody. I'm sorry, damn. I'm getting it off of you. It's the ninja-ness. I'd have said, ma'am, evidently nobody gets clothes and gets a place where they can keep their clothes secure because he was hiding yours every time I came over there and sat on his face.
I said, if I was you, I wouldn't sleep in that bed no more. My ass been on that bed. I don't know who else ass been on that bed. I'll be sleeping around, please. You making $70,000 a year. He was like, I wish he would quit telling people I work for the police department. I said, what people? Ain't nobody know about you.
You ain't no private eye. Everything you got, the evidence is right there in the floorboards.
And so I was like, she was telling me how she said, don't tell him we talk. I said, oh no, we good. But every time I found another woman or another woman found me, I told her.
But you see that? I want you to see what she just said. All of a sudden, these people are coming forward and they're meeting each other. And, you know, they're sharing their stories and they're growing. They're growing the audience and they're growing a case against this dude.
They're messaging me. Now, I'm the only person some of them had told. They were still like, I don't want to tell them. I'm just telling you. And when did you mess with them? Kept building my timeline.
See how it's buffering like that? Mm-hmm. When it stops, it just catches up. So don't pay attention and just stay here, okay?
Yeah, so I'm building my timeline and stuff, and I'm offering support to those who need it.
An hour 20, so you want to skip it to where, like,
okay, so what can I skip?
Building a timeline.
So I'm building a timeline. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm building it.
Okay.
So Christmas Eve of 2015, he come to my house. I told him, don't bring your ass to my house. You ain't welcome over here. I told you I'll see you in court. Well, my son stay there. I got a right to bring him presents. I said, okay, you the one gonna get a present. Anyway, so he's still staying outside. Now I will smoke my cigarette. He said, why you always so mad? It ain't like I raped you. You could have put on a condom at any time. I said,
he said that. Like, she's supposed to know that he got that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's messed up to even do somebody like that. Like, oh, it's your fault because you didn't use safe sex when dealing with me, somebody that I got in your head and tried to get in your heart and beg you to trust. Am I right? That's bullshit. That's death penalty. So he need to go look at the flowers. What say you? Give me a thumbs up. Or put some flowers up there for his ass to look at and get his hamburger meat put on. Anyway, go ahead.
So I said, what? I threw my cigarette and it hit him right here in his face. So I got it.
Was it a Newport?
No, I smoke Cougar shorts. So I got up out my chair like real slow because I was like, I went in my gate, went in my house. My mama was standing there with the back door cracked, like listening. She said, what you finna do, Serita? I said, I'm finna go take out the trash. I don't know if I can say what I did to him on YouTube. But yeah, I came out busting.
You blasted him?
In his knee and his foot. I said,
I can't breathe.
I said, you took away everything I loved. Now I'm going to take away what you love. He loved basketball. Let's see you play basketball with a blown out knee and a fucked up foot.
You put 2 in him?
And he started hobbling off. Now I'm just playing with his ass. It's New Year's Eve.
Like a cowboy, you shoot at his leg.
I'm just shooting at him. Now I'm a sharp. I've been shooting since I was 15. Me and him done been to the range.
Let's skip past that.
Me and him done.
What's gonna happen? You blasting him? Okay.
Me and him done been to the range together. So
I never met nobody a woman that blasted him.
He knew I could have hit him, but I just wanted.
Did you pull it out, or you just?
I just came out the gate because I knew he was standing there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you didn't give him like get out of here. Nothing. You
no.
just gave him the missiles.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I had been told him to leave. He wouldn't.
Well, yeah, that's true. The hard head making soft ass.
So now he got a limp.
So anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so after
that,
that, we have police officers that work extra jobs at the hospitals. So one of them I'm really cool with named Gonzalez. We call him Gonzo. And I told Gonzo what I did, and he was like, "Nah, mama, nah." He was like, "It's another way to get him." And he was like, it's a crime to intentionally infect someone with HIV. I said, well, how do I prove intent? He said, Mama, you got to get creative. So I'm remembering my timeline. And so I don't know how it is in other states, but in cases like if you get diagnosed with HIV, the health department come out and see you. And they ask, who you are, who you've been with and all that and stuff. The lady came and saw me at the hospital. So she was my first stop. I called her and I was like, Miss Ebony, I won't tell a soul whatever you revealed to me on this phone. I just need to know where to start. I said, already 4 people done contacted me. She said, well, when you told me his name, I already knew it because it done came across my desk already and my coworker's desk. She said, it's more than triple that. My heart just sank in my stomach. I was like, oh, God. So I started talking to these women and stuff, and I was like, none of them wanted to tell. I was like, come on, man, let's get him together. Because he was in the singles groups on the Facebook. His friends was telling me, man, he's still out here, doing what he was doing. So I got together. I signed off on all my medical records to the HPD, Houston Police Department. I stopped talking to him on the phone and started talking to him through text. I signed my phone records over to HPD because I sent him a message and said, why do you deserve the joy it is your son? You can't even be honest with me about what happened to me. I know you did this knowingly. You knew you had it in and you said nothing and watched me almost die. Can you admit to that? He said, yes, I can. That text message and the person he had bamboozled the most that he thought would never turn on him, his wife. She was a witness in my case. She couldn't file a case because the statute of limitation is up. So she's a witness in my case. They have her medical records. They have my medical records, my phone records. She can prove to the fact that she added him to the insurance and he never went to the doctor. They have county records. So they charged him with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon at first. Because once I filed the charges, they sent it to the Special Victims Unit. I thought it was gonna take years, but it was 6 months, and that was because they had to get around all the privacy red tape, the HIPAA laws and stuff. So once they cracked that open, come to find out he had tested positive in March of 2008. They said his most active year was 2015. So to date, I know of 14 women. And I say this every time I advocate and talk about it. He messed with 2 married women. One woman told her husband he tested negative and they got divorced. The other one, when the local news channel aired his arrest and stuff, the other married woman's husband, church members contacted me and said, can you talk to her? She slept with him, she has it, and she's very in a bad way. The husband don't know. I first told her, you need to tell your husband. And then I'm talking to her thinking I'm getting through to her. 8 months later, she killed herself.
Oh. So how many people have died so far that you know from his infection?
She's the only one I know of. One has gotten very sick before, but she started taking her medicine because she was in that same.
So he got convicted already?
No, he signed for that time. The judge thought that aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, that wasn't good enough for him. I mean, that was too light for him. That was a second-degree felony. They bumped it up to aggravated assault against a family member causing serious bodily injury, which is a first-degree felony that can carry anywhere from 5 years to 99. The prosecutor was cocky. He came in here with a 45-year deal. I was like, I would have said no to that shit too. He said no. So they come and ask me, well, what do you think is an acceptable amount of time? I said, there ain't no acceptable amount of time. His ass need to go.
My water's right there. She's drinking it. Hold the water up. Damn. It's right there.
And I said, well, if he wants...
I'm going to drink mine. It's out there. I'll get it when we get done with this.
I said, if he won't take 45, I think 30 is fine. That'll get me to where I can raise my son in peace and I don't have to worry about him. And he took 30 years. He signed for 30 years.
So when is he getting out?
He got to serve at least 75% of that. Ain't no appeals if you sign for.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So he has to do what?
75% of 30.
75% of 30?
I ain't no mathematician, man. I don't know.
That's like what, 24, 20, 25 years?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so.
That's if he there.
Well, let me ask you this. Has he contacted you or have you went to visit him?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
My son look exactly like him. They built the same. They're athletic built in his face. They got the same face. And people that see us in public, oh man, what's up? Whatever. I call him Peanut. Hey, that's little Peanut. And they'll be like, I'll be like, it's okay. I know he look like him. Yeah, I said, I can acknowledge that my child look exactly like him, but I don't see him. That's just my baby. Now, my son has autism. I don't know if it was caused from what I was doing to myself or it just because autism runs on my daddy's side of the family. But he is very smart and he is a joy and a light. Like, he just is. He takes his autism in stride. Mm-hmm. Like, he's high functioning autism. Like, he's super smart at reasoning and math. He does it all in his from addition to percentages.
So he's really good.
Yeah, I'll give him my check. Hey, that's right.
That's good.
You'll be looking at it. The square with the 75.
She said, did your baby come out without having HIV?
No, he was negative.
Okay. Now, guys, listen. That was her story. I'm going to let her answer questions from you guys. So you guys got questions from the story that she told. And, you know, we got to give it up. She didn't have to come out here. She didn't have to contact and talk on this platform. But, I mean, you see she's in good spirits. And she didn't let this beat her. And that's the one thing, Sarita, I applaud you. You did not let this beat you. A lot of people could have just fell victim. And, I mean, you had your ups and downs. But you did not let this defeat you. There are a lot of people out here, like I told you, not just men, there are women that are doing this too.
He's very handsome and charming and shape. Yeah, and he don't. And if people think HIV look like something, people are like, you don't even look like you got it. What am I supposed to look like?
You had purple sores on.
I'm supposed to look like The Walking Dead. Like no, people. That's how people get it because I don't look like he got nothing.
All right, guys, go ahead and answer some questions, and then we'll wrap this up. Because I'm trying to stop this from buffering. But you watch the questions here. Or you look there. If you look there, you know, it's the same monitor. When it's on the laptop. You guys got any questions for Sarita?
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. It's going too fast, but somebody said he gave you the best and the worst things in your life. That is very true. I've never heard it put like that. I like that.
Yeah, like if you want to, when you talk there.
Do you date since being a Yeah, I got married and divorced.
So you got married and divorced while you had?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Now, can you please start your own channel, see?
I'm going to tell y'all some stats. Somebody mentioned earlier, U equals U. Undetectable equals untransmittable. So the the purpose of the medicine is to kind of extinguish the virus. So the virus, she answered all the questions. He's in jail.
No. Just stick with one question. Don't ask the question again. So you said the virus what?
Yes, I will tell my son one day about his dad. Yes, my ex-husband knew. I would never deceive anybody like I was.
Now with you saying that, how did it work? You know, I'm gonna ask the hard questions, y'all. How did it work when y'all got physical? With you being married to a guy that didn't have it?
My husband.
And what was his fears originally with dealing with you?
My son is 8. My ex-husband, I've known him since 5th grade. I remember him throwing sand in my hair and pushing me off the swing. He was actually in prison when I married him. I have a son that's 22. That's his dad.
Okay, so like what happened with you and him getting married?
We never got to that point.
Okay. All right.
I didn't have sex in 3 years.
How long was it after you had this that, you know, with all of the information you had, that you felt comfortable being with a guy after telling him?
3 years.
So it was 3 years? Yeah,
that's how long it took. Like, never mind. I don't put my
well,
I ain't talking no 5 story, but no, my marriage ended. My marriage ended because I cheated with my supervisor.
Okay.
My husband was in prison.
Listen. When you do a live, some questions you don't answer. No. I'm just saying some questions you don't answer. Guys don't mean no harm, but I mean, from doing YouTube, I noticed certain things. Now this is going slow enough for me to see, and most of the questions I miss. Some things you don't answer.
Okay.
So if you want to ask her questions, ask her something about her life, or I can just, you know, take it. In fact, we'll do it like this. Give them some stats about HIV.
20% of all
just give her the stats.
20% of all new cases are African American women. We don't want being infected. Please, like, invest in some PrEP. That's like, it stops you from contracting the virus. Because when you PrEP, it can be. They have injections. They now have injections, and you don't have to have insurance. You can go to Planned Parenthood. I mean, what's $20 in opposed to your life?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's they won't have a morning after HIV pill.
They have a morning after?
Yeah.
How does that work?
If you feel like, hey man, I shouldn't have did that, I need to take the Plan B and this pill. You got 72 hours to take it.
Regardless if they have full-blown AIDS or not, to stop it?
Yes.
So if they got something that'll stop it in the phases of that, why they don't have a cure for it?
They got a cure.
Yeah.
They got a cure. You think they don't? They out here cloning cows and selling us the meat.
I'm just saying.
All this AI technology and stuff like that, drones and things. You think they ain't found no cure?
I think a lot of the high influential people that had it don't have it no more. Like billionaires, I think billionaires.
We don't have access to it because we're not part of that 1%.
Yeah, they'll never say that. Yeah.
And the big pharma,
they'll never say that.
Big pharma making too much money. My medicine is one.
Oh, yeah, and I said that to them on multiple things, like cures for cancer. I think
my medicine is one of 4 medicines once a day. It's $4,000 a month with no insurance.
So, damn.
You think they're gonna give the cure for it up?
And they're making money and killing. But I mean, it's always been like that, though. I mean, you know, people want to make money off the misery of others. That's just how it is. That's why I try to educate my viewers to be smart, make good decisions. Because your stupidity, people will.
Hold on, that's not true. Black people just can't afford it. That's not true. If you out here, they have something called a Ryan White Act. Look that up.
What is that?
It's a government program that helps offset the cost of the medicine.
No. I'm not talking about the politics of it.
No, it's called a Ryan White Act. Yeah, she said black people can't afford it. No, that's not true. If you can afford to, would you rather buy Pampers or condoms? Same thing.
Your responsibility to be safe.
Yeah, it's all different types of ways to get PrEP. You don't need insurance. Now, insurance, you'll get like they have one where you can get 2 shots a year. That's not at Planned Parenthood. That's your insurance.
You got a Cash App?
Yeah.
They said post your Cash App. They're gonna send you something.
Oh, Oh, y'all
Molly
so
Will, that's a
sweet.
good gesture. Tell me your cash app.
Shit.
I'll write it down. I'll write it down. No. I'll write
It's
it down.
$sign.
No. Just keep talking with them. I'll go get a piece of paper.
Yeah, but I advocate. I've been on several a national show. The ID channels. Evil Lives Here. Season 12, episode 3. I'm also a published author. My book is available on Amazon. Is y'all don't judge me. It's an erotic romance series called the G-Spot series. I released the first volume last year called Lust. The next one is Love or Lies in a Life. And it's told through narrated poetry. I'm a poet. But it's got a 4.8 rating on Amazon. So check out my Facebook page too. I sell merch on there. It's going good. Like people think you have to stop being a sexual being because you have HIV, that's another stigma. That's not true. All you have to do is be cautious. That's all you have to do. Be cautious. Keep taking your medicine. Keep being undetectable. Because undetectable means you have so little of the virus in your system that it's not measured by any test. And once you're undetectable, you can't transmit it to anybody. You can't get HIV from saliva, from kissing. That's another myth. It's a gay disease. That's another myth. All people of all genders get it. Now I haven't seen no lesbian cases that
Tell what your doctor said.
I asked my doctor about oral sex and she told me go find a case where lesbians have passed it to each other. I couldn't find one, so
Like your cash up there big enough for them to see it. Guys, listen. It took a lot of strength, like I said before, for this young
make
lady.
sure that's the right one.
For this young lady over here and tell her story. This platform, I use it to get people's word out. You guys came through with me before. This lady has babies that are asleep right now. Somebody else is watching them.
No.
Now,
My daughter's 16.
Right now, it's
Okay.
yeah, she's still a kid though.
She's
right now it's 12:29, and she's over here. It's past midnight, and she's here telling the story because this is her only day off. So I mean, guys, show her some love. You know what I'm saying? Dollar don't matter. She doesn't get paid from these videos. I do, so it'd be good. What is it?
It's backwards. It's
No,
$sign.
No, it's not backwards. They'll see it the right way. It's backwards, but you looking at it.
Oh.
Read it out. Put it up.
$sign SARITA capital WOMACK.
All right, that's the cash.
Oh, hold on. What my back right here?
Oh, what's your name? Sarita Womack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me get my book. You finna give me questions.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying, guys? I mean, she wanted to tell a story. You have a Zelle?
No. Mom do Zelle.
Okay, yeah, she doesn't do Zelle. But she has a, there you go, that's the cash app. Thank you, Sarita. Just pass it around. She didn't have to come here and do that. Honestly, me.
Well, you got to get off, but let me tell them why.
Yeah, she's
why I chose your channel.
She's going to come and tell you why she came and tell you the story. What is that?
I came on this particular channel because I don't need the exposure. I don't. I've been on national TV. I've been on local TV. I've been on YouTube. I've been on TMZ. Not by my own because I sought them out. Like it went viral. Kind of stuff was like dumped on me. But I never took payment for any of these, like the ID channel Evil Lives Here. I took no payment for that. The Channel 2 News Story, there was no payments for that. I advocate for free. I work at
what is this book?
Oh, this is my book. It's on Amazon. The G-Spot series, Volume 1 Lust. Is narrated poetry.
Okay. So what is it, erotic poetry?
Yes, it's erotic romance.
Oh, wait a minute, I gotta say it. I can't.
Still got a groove back.
Yeah. Wait a minute now.
Loosely based on a true story.
Here, you're talking about awareness of HIV, and you got erotic novels that you do. That's the most
said
that's the most gangster shit I've seen. Respect.
I just said,
you can't be stopped. That's good. She don't be stopped with a dream, man. Y'all got to give her respect. That made my night right there.
I just said that don't mean you can't have no sex life.
I'm just saying. I mean, all right.
No,
but I mean, yeah, that's good. That's the best laugh, man. That's what's up. I bet it's fire too. Let me see.
It is.
I'm gonna go to the back. Hold up.
Stop it. Look at the table of contents.
The hell is it? Let me see.
Look at some of the titles of the poems. No, go back here.
I'm so excited. I can't even.
I'll just decide the context, Steve, because
this is nice. This is nice.
He do real life stories.
I care about people.
And I feel like
they're in here every week.
I feel like the conversation of HIV, namely in the African American community, is falling by the wayside in the midst of all the school shootings and domestic violence cases and all that and stuff. That stuff need to be talked about too. But we need to be talking to our kids about safety, not just from STDs.
This is really good.
Not just from STDs and pregnancy, but also HIV. These kids, I got a 20-year-old son. He lived like, oh, nothing gonna happen to him. I was like, man, you out here wrong, embarrassing me and shit. Like, I'm sorry. He in the army, so he out there free balling. I said, you was there, had a front row seat to my misery, and you out here like this.
Oh, he's out there living reckless. He's a boy. Boys kill themselves if you let them. We got to learn the hard way sometimes. I did some crazy stuff. I do my story time. They know. Steve is dumb as hell.
He like the type, man, Q, don't go left. It's a cliff over there.
Look, written in the star say, Steve, you swear too. I know, but I swear classy. I classy swear. I say one curse word every 7 minutes.
Not when you get
hey, look, watch this. She watches me, right? Yeah, sit over here and do my memories. Look, she gonna do an impression of me. This shit funny as hell, y'all. Look. My squeaky ass dude.
Yeah, how I be doing? Look, squeaky ass when he about to go off.
That's how I do.
Get off the stupid stuff. Just dumb stuff. Just dumb stuff. Juggernaut is.
Oh, the species name. I had to give him the species name.
Why he turned so? Oh my God. And you start feeling with your head. You be like,
yeah, I know. When I went to check this out. When I went down to North Carolina, right? And they was like, I sat down and the people were talking. They didn't know I was the guy. They didn't know I was like Steve, right? So it's all these people, all these ladies sitting at the table. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, how's everybody doing? And they're like, fine, and they're talking and drinking and not paying attention.
Thank you, lady in the stars.
The lady said, yeah, this is the guy. Now they're waiting around for me to come from the airport. So I'm sitting there, they don't know it's me. She says, that's the guy right there. Remember the guy in the video? So the people looked at me. She mean? Steve, we got great chemistry.
Huh.
So when they did it, so they looked, she said, that's the guy in the video, look. So they looked and they just did like this. I did just like this. I said, and when I did that, the hat, they was like, oh, that's him.
Oh my God.
But that's the part that's weird when people do that to me. Because you see me, I'm a regular guy. You see the place I'm nothing. I mean, not saying I'm nothing. I'm trash usually. But people see me and it's like they be starstruck, like, oh, and I'm like, it's scary. But look, every time,
right, Miss
every time I get this thing, this is
somebody said, what's a juggernaut? If you watch X-Men, I love Marvel.
Yeah,
Juggernaut is a character that's like got this stone thing on his head and this stone suit, and it's a helmet, and he busts through walls.
He can't be killed.
He can bust through everything.
He can jump high. He's evil as hell. He eats biscuits and kills people for him. He goes to Popeyes.
Juggernaut character from X-Men.
You saw it spawn in the video.
From Marvel.
She killed somebody over bread. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, Simply Lily, he'd be like, just stupid ass stuff.
Stupid shit. I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of these people that you see they're in my every
Really?
Yeah, she's a ghetto bro. You know what I'm saying? Not you. You talking about?
Oh, I was talking about me. I was like, it's all love, Wally Will.
No. Wally Will. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say. Wally Will sent me a message yesterday on the thing, right? I didn't recognize his name. Wally Will is in here. Somebody kicked Wally Will out the thing last night. We was talking, and I forgot the story I was doing, and somebody was, we was talking about the Alicia Weiss thing, and he was talking about the speech I made, but I was like, I can't find a good one to save my life. He was like, damn, that's you. And I caught what he said when I was responding, but I couldn't respond. And that right when I went to hit send, like, hey man, you're missing the message. They kicked him out. So Wally Will, I preached. My bad, brother. I didn't mean to start something, but you know how it is. We had hecklers in here before and people that were saying derogatory things. I didn't catch it because I'm focused on giving you guys a great show here. And you know what I'm saying? Like people, check your cash app, see the
check my cash.
No, I'm saying because it keeps making noise.
Oh, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I know it's late.
Yeah, I mean she got to go and do her thing. You know what I'm saying? But guys, man, I'm gonna end this live stream. We got 4 more minutes. Do you guys want to answer any more questions before we leave and wrap the thing up? Gotta go to work in the morning and stuff. So we both was up doing,
What time you gotta work?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, tell my business on it. But check it out. Go over there. Look over there. Yeah, but Wally Will, man, I apologize, brother. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. I mean, you know how people get they want. I mean, they watch shit. That's enough.
My Facebook is Sarita Anderson hyphenated Womack.
See, there you go. Maria Conchita
I didn't think that. It's hyphenated. Look, where's that pen?
Right here. Look, damn, you're making me look ghetto on my own shit. Bad enough I got fold up tables from Walmart.
You ain't got the white chairs.
What is the name of the book?
The G Spot series. You have to put
Juggernaut Spot series.
You have to put series.
No. It's the G Spot series.
Volume 1 less. You have to put series because
these are some very good poems. I mean, if she be nice and bless me with this, I might not wake up in the morning.
That's yours.
Oh, I can have it? Yeah. Hey, you gotta sign my book.
I sign all my books. I got merch too.
No, she gonna sign the book. She got merch.
I got merch on my Facebook. So again, it's a book of narrated poetry, but it's erotic romance book.
What does it retail for in there?
It's $4.99 for the ebook. If you have Kindle and
you?
Yeah.
Yo, look at this picture of her. How old do you know? What, this is 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago. Look. That's her at the bottom, y'all. Check it out.
You can buy the book and look at me all day.
Okay. Still got the swagger. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Listen, she had a bona fide story. I almost missed it when she told me. I'm like, it's kind of old. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Because it's
a current issue still.
Yes, and it's a current issue. AIDS is still out there. It's real. A lot of people don't hear about it no more, and they think it's gone. That shit ain't gone. Y'all got to be careful. Tell your kids to protect themselves. Learn from her story. I tried to let her be herself. Damn, I'm spitting like a poisonous snake. You saw it?
No, I didn't.
Big ass teeth in my mouth. Listen, learn from her story and teach it to somebody. The way she did it, I know it was, she's never been on social media like this, but I mean, a lot of, God damn, I'm trying to just talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Check me when I'm done. We're going to roll with this. I can't edit this. Is a lie. But, she's relatable. She's cool. Great sense of humor. Are you off on Fridays?
Nah, my schedule varies. I make my own schedule.
Okay. If you ever off on a Friday, the people responded. They would like to see you come in here. And when I do a story time, you could be here. We could act.
Yes, I'm still diabetic.
Some story time of your own.
Mm-hmm.
And could you imagine a story time with a live person in here while I'm cutting the food and she cutting the food too? But I'm going to tell you something. The meet and greet in Vegas is at the end of this month, most likely. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my resources I used when I went to North Carolina, but I'm gonna try to recoup them. I'm promising them Vegas meet and greet. It's gonna be off the hook. What I'm gonna do, instead of me doing a meet and greet, I'm gonna do a live meet and greet. And I'm gonna do story time with the subscribers in the room. That would be live. It'd be like live audience. Look. Sin City, it'd be going down. What y'all think?
Look, she could read the G-Spot series and Steve could serve wine and turn down the lights.
I'm not the butler. I'm the freak. I'll be the one that can nasty in the covers. Why the cover stain, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all got me acting crazy. I'm gonna get my ass beat. Guys, I appreciate it. It's always love. I got glue on these false teeth. I put that icy shit in my mouth. Them shits are false. Y'all trying to crack jokes. That's why I'm messing with y'all. It's too. I love y'all. Y'all be good.
Ice beverage.
In closing,
bye.
You guys be good. Hopefully she'll come back and join us on a Friday Night Live and we'll tear it up. You guys be good. Take care.
Thank you.